7. Sorry if that's loud. I don't know. I'll turn it down a little. Oh yeah, we should. Yeah. Why did I do a question mark at the light heavyweight champion? Hey, welcome in. First time chatter. You're using the Tucker emotes. Tucker's the homie. TLSKB. Well, you're not a Twitch streamer. We'll give him like 2 more minutes and then we'll be ready.
Sometimes it's brain, sometimes it's heart. Either way, we stand on it. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. MMA Marks in the building. Buddy and TJ. Buddy and TJ. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Lock in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. MMA Marks in the building. Feel the way. Feel the way. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let's go. MMA Marks podcast. Buddy. TJ! Rock your bass! Talk your shit! Let's go!
Rampage in the building. Welcome, guys. This is the MMA Marks podcast. We are back. We put our hands up when we're talking sometimes. We are here to talk about UFC 327 and a little bit of other combat sports news, including UFC, BKFC. What's the one that's on tonight, TJ?
Gamebred MMA, Jorge Masvidal.
Hell yeah. So, how you feeling tonight? for this weekend, complete with MMA. Yo, Rampage, thank you for the sub.
Mama Sigama Marsigama Marsigama
Thank you, brother.
Marsigama Marsigama Ma Peace Mama Peace Mama Peace
yeah,
Mama
feeling pretty
Peace
good.
Mama Shui Mama
UFC
Shui
card
Mama
tomorrow
Shui
night.
Mama
It's
Shui.
the best one we've had all year. Game bread tonight, I didn't know we had until today, so I'm pretty hyped for that. Some pre-gaming. I think it's gonna be a good weekend. I don't work until 3 o'clock on Sunday, so I can stay up and talk some shit about the fights too. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Who's the main
New
event?
champion.
Who's the main event for the fights tonight? For the ones tonight?
Anthony Smith and Chase Sherman, Vanilla Gorilla.
Bro. Chase Sherman got to beat up Anthony Smith for us, right?
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him.
Come on now.
Co-main event. Thiago Santos, bad knees. That guy. He's fighting. Can't remember the name now. It's just someone that Gamebird has in their league.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good there too.
Yeah. Bunch of John Jones ex opponents are fighting. You got Reyes. That was one of the out of the little like highlights I seen for the like fight build-ups for tomorrow. That was one of the ones that got me the most hype was Johnny Walker. And he's like, yeah, fucking Reyes beat John Jones, but this is my time. I mean, he was hype, bro. I was like, yeah, let's get it, bro. Kind of swayed me because that's a fight. I'm 50-50, but I don't know. After seeing Johnny Walker, how excited he is, I got to say that he's probably, in my opinion, I'm going to say I'm going to lean on his side now. I lean him, but I still am 50-50 with that fight.
He's 100% the hungrier guy. He's the one that wants it. He's the one that can still see his career progressing. I think Reyes has kind of accepted his spot right now. His last few fights, he's slowly been going down and down in the rankings, and I think he just knows that I'm going to go in there, I'm going to get my paycheck, I'm going to try and win, but I'm not as good as I was when I fought Jones, or before I fought Jones.
All right, so let me cut you off here. I just want to ask you a real question. This is some serious shit here, y'all. When you imagine this podcast starting tonight, did you imagine that would be the first fight we would talk about? Johnny Walker and Reyes. Exactly. Like of all the ones that bring up, we bring up that first. But you know what? That's the one that I'm hype about, man. I thought Johnny Walker seems hype. I like that his brother's got some hype and shit, man. It's building up the Walker name again.
Well, Johnny's always been like, he's a fun fighter. He's a guy that come out and do some sporadic shit, and even when he gets knocked out, he does some funny shit. When he got knocked out against John Mahal, he fucking did the whole springboard thing, and yeah, he's fun. He's fun to watch.
You said Artemis 2 just splashed down. Or it's just splashed downed.
Yeah,
and with the 15 streak, thank you, brother. What were you saying, TJ?
The spaceship that just went up about around the moon and shit. They just got back to Earth. What was it, 10 days or something?
Oh, I thought he was talking about a fight. I'm like, who the fuck is Artemis? That's pretty cool.
Nah, spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah. But you got Costa, who did he change weight again? Didn't he go up in weight? Now he's going down. Is he running from? What is he at now? Is it light heavy?
This is light heavyweight. It's his first fight at light heavyweight.
Bro, I guess because he's been missing weight so much.
Yeah. He did say he's leaving the door open to go back down, though. He said that if this fight doesn't go his way, then he's open to going back down. But I think he wants to stay at 205 just because of those weight cuts.
He's going to get killed tonight or tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I think so. Against Azamat. I mean, if it was anybody else, maybe he'd have a shot, but Azamat's just going to take him down. We're going to see another picture of sweaty, fucking, possibly bloodied up Paulo Costa.
This guy's like 16-0.
Something like that.
They welcome in Costa to the big dogs.
I was saying this before, though. Costa is, I think he's the most, like, I want to fucking get this man he's ever been, if not ever, then at least in recent times. Azamat's been going off online talking about it when he beats Paulo Costa. He's going to steal all the Brazilian fans, and he made a post talking about more Brazilians are cheering for him than they are for Paulo. So, like, he's been attacking the Brazilian, and Paulo is taking it to heart, dude.
Yeah.
Paulo's pissed.
Well, that's one thing that a lot of us may have forgotten, that Costa has always sold the fight. And he's always been pretty funny. Remember, he used to tweet all the time, all kinds of funny shit. He probably.
Secret
I mean, he
Juice.
still does like. I haven't seen his shit in a long time though, but I'm sure he still does stuff.
Yeah, he's still his Instagram's hilarious. He's like Derek Lewis level.
Yeah, I haven't seen him really do much in a while, or it hasn't hit my algorithm. Fucking bastard. I'll be rooting for Costa, but I don't think he's gonna win. I think first round knockout fucking kills him. Welcome to light
Shit.
heavyweight, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Just had to say that.
Hmm.
So I know you got some headlines. Do you want to start with the fact that UFC 6? There's some. Is it leaks or what is this? Or is it actual just
Yeah.
promotion?
So leaks have been coming out a lot this past week. We'll start with some of the kind of like tamer ones, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
So the allegedly the game is getting a full overhaul top to bottom, except for the grappling system. The
Yeah.
grappling system is to be staying largely the same, which leaves open some interpretation. I know you want the mini games back, so they could be implementing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with the striking, especially if they're doing an entire overhaul of the striking. Because I personally enjoy the controls of the striking right now. I just don't like the way that it connects from halfway across the ring. So I'm curious. They also, so in the video game sphere of things, Malaysia and the Philippines and like those Asian countries, for some reason, constantly be getting things on their store early. I don't know if it's a rule. I don't know if it's a law. I don't know what it is. But UFC 6 has been listed on their stores.
Yeah.
Not as an official release date, but just as one of those coming soon, like just announced type of things. So
Mm-hmm.
we could be getting a release date tomorrow. That's what a lot of people were saying. The last time this happened was UFC 5, and then literally 7 days later, after they were put up on the store, UFC 5 was announced at the pay-per-view. So people are saying that tomorrow night's card is going to give us the first trailer, first look at it. Something else is EA Sports has just put up a playtest for the middle of May for an unannounced game. And they've done playtests for every single other UFC that's come out, and this is how it starts: an unannounced game, and then the game gets announced, and you can sign up for the playtest. So expect a beta come May, release date probably June around the White House card. Our boy Sky High Josh was calling that out, so I think he's nailed the head on that one.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Sky High Josh be like Mystic Josh over there, man. He be coming with them predictions, even in the pro wrestling world.
Hell yeah.
He be with them sneaky
Yeah.
predictions. He be telling them, he be say, I said it the whole time, guys. Like, all right, you said it, bro. You said it.
Something in the water over there in the English region.
I'll
They create the mystics.
I'll put it to y'all this way. No matter what changes they do in this new UFC, I'll be elite at it. I'm just too fucking good. And I challenge anybody listening in the past, present, or future. If you want to fucking see me in any UFC, I'll fucking light your ass up, boy.
Well, that's the thing, right? They can change the mechanics as much as they want in this game. The principle and the style and the strategy stays the same. So it literally just it takes a maybe a couple days to get accustomed to the new controls, and then boom, you're back to what you once were. That's what I like about them.
Look who come out the woodworks. I can't ever remember who UFC Fades is. It's somebody I should know better. We can get it sometime soon, but I'm excited to fight you in 6, man. You've seen the leaks. I hope so. I hope they have a whole new system. I don't like the star system. I'd rather see actual number system in the stats.
I'm with you though. I'm
The
in
star
agreement with
shit's
that.
trash. I want to see 98 overall out of 100 type shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this guy's a 76. This guy's a 45. Might be trash. It probably will be trash, and that's why I said we're gonna have fun with it, because our expectations are so low on this time around that it can't be as bad as we expect. But if it is, it'll be comical. At least we'll have a good laugh.
Pretty much.
Back for more. Welcome in, yo. Welcome in.
I'm curious to know what you think about this, because it's something we talked about with WWE. So, if they do go back to the number rating,
Okay.
do you think they should have 3 or 4 100 overall fighters? Like, because in UFC 5, we have how many 5-star fighters? At least 3, right? Khabib,
Well, hold on.
Amanda.
let me explain what that means. 5-star means 5-star overall. It doesn't mean that every stat within the stats are at 100. There are actually some 5-star overall fighters are trash when it comes to like stand up or trash when it comes to grappling. Like they could still have very. It's just overall fucking 5 stars. That's where it's confusing to people. Where they're like, oh, I'll just pick him. He's 5-star. Well, go ahead and try to use him against this guy when it's just different.
Yeah. Okay, so then do you think we'll have any 100 overall people in 6 if they go that route?
Yeah,
Where
go
they're just perfect everywhere?
say that one more time.
Do you think they're gonna have any 100 overall fighters in 6 if they go back to the numbered route? Because I can think of one person and one person only that deserves that. Maybe two.
No, I don't think they should have anybody as 100 overall.
I'm in the same. I don't think they should. And the only two people I could realistically see getting it is John Jones and Amanda Nunes. And Amanda, I don't even know if you can give it to Amanda because she got one, she's lost, and two, she's got tapped out by fucking what's her name.
Yeah.
So maybe only John is the only person I could see that deserves 100. Everybody else should be realistic.
Let me respond back for more on this. First of all, his name's not GOAT 1990. It's GOAT 1099. And yes, he's a great player. And I don't know if I've ever fought him, but I know that it would be fucking super hard match. But I used to watch a lot of my boy Spooky Ghost. And they used to get each other on ranked all the time. I never ran across them like that. But he would give fucking Spooky Ghost a hard time, bro. So like I already knew homie was fucking good, and everybody knows that GOAT 1099 is good, bro. Just me and him hasn't crossed paths like that. If we fought, I don't remember it, to be honest. But yeah, he gets. I already know. That's your homie, or
No.
what is it? So you tell GOAT 1099 to come get it when UFC 6 comes out. You say MMA Marks called him out. I'm gonna find the cheese. I'll be the first one to find the cheese. I'll say it now too. I will cheese the fuck out of everybody, bro. I'm gonna find the cheese like a motherfucker. Dude, don't fuck with me. I'm gonna start clinching like a motherfucker. I'm gonna clinch y'all. I'm gonna clinch you.
He's not lying.
Who you looking forward to using in the new one that you hope it's gonna be good?
Ben Askren. That's the easiest answer of my life.
Do you think they put him in this one?
I hope so. I think they will because he is like, I don't know. He's Ben fucking Askren, dude. They have to.
They didn't put Matt Serra in 5.
Who's Matt Serra compared to Ben Askren?
Matt Serra is a fucking champ who beat GSP at his peak.
Okay. Different times. No, realistically they probably won't, but I hope they do. Who am I looking forward to using? I always liked Max. I think Max's style is perfect for the way that I like to fight. Just that like hardcore, random flying knee, random spitting back fist, that type of shit. Easy cop out answer, but I don't want Max to be as OP as he was in 5. I just hope they keep him as smooth.
I hope Moicano gets a fucking buff.
Oh hell yeah!
For this one, his grappling should be a little bit more increased.
I hope Charles Oliveira gets a nerf.
Charles Oliveira. I hope they have a heart meter or something, or bitch meter, and Charles is low because he was scared to step it up with our boy Max. I went from a fucking fan to a hater in that one fight.
Minutes.
You don't sign up for that fight for the BMF title and fight like that. I don't care who you are, and we'll die on that fucking hill. This podcast here, we will die on that hill.
Mm-hmm.
If it was for if it was for a ranking, sure, but it was for a fucking goddamn made up title for who the baddest motherfucker is.
It's taking the words right out of my mouth. Right there. Some other headlines we got from this week, though. A couple, not very big ones, but some cool ones. One that's not really a headline, but some people may not know. Tomorrow night will be Cub Swanson's final fight in the UFC. He's announced he's retiring. So him versus Nate Landwehr will be the last time we see Cub. He is the final WEC fighter active. So
Yeah.
when he stops fighting, that's the end of an era.
Well,
Unless he comes back.
I remember when I first looked at this fight, I said, I thought Cub Swanson already fucking retired like 3 times. I'm surprised he's still fighting. Do I think he's going to win? Fuck yeah, I think he's going to win. The only thing Landwehr has on him is the health factor, right? I mean, maybe the wrestling, but jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Well, Nate can get hit. That's about where Nate's at. I think Cub's got him beat in every spot, except for Cub's chin might not be as good as what Nate's is.
Yeah, I was thinking that Nate's so tough, man. It'll either be submission or a fucking decision. Yeah. But maybe Nate Landwehr does land something and knocks the old man out.
And that's possible. I hope for the whole fairy tale ending thing, and I know Nate brought it up at the press conference yesterday. He's like, yeah, fairy tale stories aren't real. Like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to whoop this guy's ass.
Lately here, they've been proving that so much lately. Yeah, lately here, it's we did have it was a bittersweet thing with Chiesa because homie didn't even get to talk. He felt all this, but it's like, bro, Chiesa was barely deserving of like a send off. You're fucking you. I can't even remember his name right now. What the fuck? Nico Price. Nico Hyver Price, you're cool. Honorable mention. But like, we don't need no. You're
not getting a video package.
Just do your fucking send off on a goddamn Instagram live. Instead, Instead, you bitched about it. I think he made a post or something. It was like, oh, I wanted to talk.
Yeah, he made a whole thing about it. Did some interviews. Talked.
He should have just went out gracefully, bro. When they didn't do that shit to him.
Thanked them for the time and moved on.
And then did a speech, like I said later, little bitch.
Yeah. Speaking of old men fighting, Jim Miller just booked his 46th UFC fight at UFC 328. He's gonna be fighting Jared Gordon. He's been on this mission after UFC 300 to make it to 50 UFC fights. So realistically, if he doesn't get pieced up too bad by Jared, he could get it done this year if he goes back to back to back to back.
I hope he goes to UFC 400, bro. Imagine.
It'd be cool. Only person, and nobody else will get that. Like, there's nobody else that will fight at a numbered card that many times. One of a kind. They need to make a sports card about that if he does that. If he gets on 400, they have to get a patch from each of the octagons, 100, 200, 300, 400, and then make that a sports card, a 101.
Yeah. Just real quick, though, mentioning all the retirements and stuff, and then we're seeing a lot of like new prospects in these fights. We're critical of them, but really what we're seeing is not only it's a change of channels, it's a change of fucking there's a lot of older guys retiring right now. There's a lot of new blood that needs the TV time, if you will.
Yeah. Yep.
So that, like, I guess, pay attention to these new guys. So everybody's like, no one gives a fuck. Well, let's see why we got to give a fuck.
Yep. Speaking on that, I think thinking about it a little bit deeply, I know we've been talking shit on a lot of the cards and the low-level names and stuff like that. I think this year, at least the first 3 quarters of this year, is going to be used as we have to build these guys. It's a transition period.
Yeah.
We're not getting rid of, but we're losing, the Cub Swansons. We're losing the Chiesas. We're probably going to lose Gastelum, if not tomorrow, then in a few fights. So like these guys who are constantly at the top or fighting at the top, it's their time out. So I don't think we're going to start getting big cards with big names that we all know and get hyped for until probably the end of this year, which I'm not okay with, but.
Well, and to be fair about what you're saying, fuck what I heard, because I was too focused on the volume. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. But hold on, what was the last thing you just said? Put me back on. I'm sorry about this.
Talking about this is like the first half of this year is being used to build up the new guys. That's why we're getting cards with not a lot of big names, but so it's just they got to build up the names, and I think that there's what the real problem is all the guys who made a name for themselves want more money, so they're trying to use them less. They're like, we need them on the days that we need them, and on these other cards, fuck them. We don't need their name to build up the cards. Yeah, pretty much.
They need to build up the challengers.
The final piece of news or headlines for this week, they announced the Ultimate Fighter 34 head coaches.
Oh yeah, who is it? I did
Yeah.
see that they announced it. Who was it? I didn't even look.
We got commentators, Mike Bisping and Daniel Cormier, former fighters, current commentators.
Yeah, so they're not gonna fight.
No, probably not.
You're
Unless
trash.
they might, as a meme, they might do slap fighting and like not even go full in on it. But I don't see that happening either.
Nah, they won't fucking slap fight.
No.
Ain't no way.
It's a weird. So Cormier has stayed active in coaching. He's been very active in coaching. He's always doing his wrestling at the high school he's from. So it's a huge mismatch for me. I think Cormier, if Cormier came in with one striking coach, I think he could still beat Bisping and his whole squad.
That's crazy, bro.
I got respect for Bisping. I like Bisping. I just don't think I don't even think he's a quarter of as good of a coach as what Cormier is.
Okay.
But it depends on the fighters too. If you can't have a good coach and an uncoachable fighter either.
Yeah, but he's been doing. He also has been doing podcasts and stuff, so he really knows how to talk to people. So it's like, I think Bisping will be a good coach. It's just
I think
who
Bisping
can
relies
relate
on
to
his
the
team
fighters
a
the
lot.
best. Really, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
Because we've seen people that they just tell him to go do it. Look at the way Connor was coaching and shit. I felt like he didn't really help his people.
Yeah. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, it
But
was
didn't
kind of
his team
like
get squashed? I don't think his team won a single fight that whole season.
yeah, it was kind of crazy. There's always those guys. You can tell when the guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah. He was there to be in front of the camera.
And I know it's not like a huge headline because everybody fucking knows it, but I think it's kind of like something to speak on real quick before we get into like any major picks. But fucking vacant title. It's just crazy to think about that this is actually for a title. It's a little bit sad that it's not fighting a man. You're not beating a man to be the man. It's another fucking restart. Speaking of getting out with the old and with the new, they're like fuck it, man. Let's Pereira, you did your thing. Let's see who it is.
Yeah. And I think they picked two. Like, I don't know if you remember. I can't remember what card it was, but Ulberg and Jiri both fought on the same card, and I think it was a Pereira fight night. And we were all saying like, yeah, it's hard. It's one of these guys has to fight for the title, but we can't pick between the two of them. Everybody had arguments for both sides. Well, it kind of worked out. Pereira moved up, and now the two guys that everybody was saying should get the next shot, well, they both have it.
Yep.
I think it's the perfect fight for this title, and this is the first time in a long time I've said that this is a perfect title fight. So I'm really excited for this one. I'm really happy with it.
Hell yeah. So you want to get into hero and asshole, or you want to get into some fight picks? What we thinking?
Let's do hero and asshole real quick.
All
I
right.
got a funny one.
Who's your funny hero or asshole? Who's your funny one?
Both are kind of funny. The
right.
asshole is a little lighthearted this time just because I couldn't find one, but I'll start with hero and go into the asshole. So I know you'll know this, but for some people, they may not know. Kevin Holland seems to always find himself in some sort of altercation, whether it's, stopping a grandma from getting robbed or tackling someone until the police gets there or getting into fights in the park.
Yeah.
Well, this past week, he had another one. Not as bad. He wasn't as physically involved, but he was passing by and recorded it. He's walking through the park over in Miami, and I guess this dude was getting his ass beat. And I didn't see the build up to it because he didn't post a video of that, but Kevin Holland was just like cheering for this dude to get his ass whooped.
Damn.
So I think, yeah, it was really, really funny video to watch. I think he's deleted it now because it was pretty brutal, but yeah, I don't know how he keeps attracting these situations to himself, but he's
So
always
hold
in
on,
something
Holland
for
was
his
seeing
fight.
somebody get their ass whooped and was cheering them on more violence.
Yeah, he was
That's
like,
kinda
yeah,
crazy.
like get your ass whooped, bro, like fuck you, that type of shit.
Why?
I don't know. He didn't say what happened. He just posted the video with like a bunch of laughing emojis. So whatever the dude did, he definitely deserved it. Or Holland thought he deserved it.
Someone got stretchered out in Game Bread and it said from exhaustion rampage. That's funny, and I believe you. That's funny as hell.
I do believe it.
I've seen it happen.
Second thing with Holland as well. I don't know if this is true or not, but Holland said it. I saw a quote from an interview that Holland allegedly did. Apparently, he paid D-Rod's bail
Yo.
in Mexico, because he said that he wanted to fight D-Rod and get his get back. So he paid his bail to get him out and start training again. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it's kind of fucking goated.
Yeah, that's some Jeremy Stevens shit. Jeremy Stevens would have problems like that. You want to say your asshole? Or you want me to get into my hero? How you want to do this? You pass it off to me.
I'll go asshole real quick. So
All right,
my asshole
who's your
this week's
a-hole?
I couldn't find a good one. Nobody this week was being a dick too much, so it kind of boiled down to a last minute thing for me. At the weigh-ins for tonight, Jiri was kind of being a bit of a dickhead. He was like, they walked up and he didn't even look at Carlos. He just stared into the crowd. They didn't do a face-off. Carlos was like trying to get him engaged, and Jiri just was not having it. So I don't know. It's not really a real asshole move. He was just setting the tone, but kind of a dick for not looking him in the eyes, I think.
Yeah, but just in his defense, he's always done that, I think. He just like Jones never really looked at his opponents in his eyes on the face-offs.
I hated Jones more. And the reason I hated Jones more is because he looked down at the person. Like, he would look at their feet or their stomach. At least Yuri's looking at the crowd.
Yeah. I'll
But
take it.
I just couldn't.
You know, I fuck with Jiri big time, so I had to defend my boy. Hero of the week, Josh Hokit. Is it Hokit? Because I always want to call him Hokit. It is Hokit, though.
Hokit.
Okay.
Hokit sounds better. Like, it rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah, but you got to give it to the boy. We got to give him a hero of the week, man. Hate him, love him. Most of y'all hate him. We understand this. But he's promoting. He's giving hype to the fucking card, man. And, you know, it's like I said, it's not my favorite execution of it, but he's still fucking being the guy doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he could do it better, yes, but shit, man, he's fucking. I got to hat off to him, that motherfucker. Tip my hat to him. Fucking hell yeah. Asshole of the week. Oh, go ahead. You can speak on this.
I love
my
it.
bad.
I love it. But I'm always a person who cheers for the guy everybody hates. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I love it.
You and I fell in love with Hokit as soon as we saw him on the Contender Series, bro. We're like, this is the motherfucker, and he's fucking. Every time he stepped up to the plate, he's fucking did great. I know that what was it, Rampage saying that he didn't look so good, bro. Come on now.
But I also in that same conversation, he didn't look good in that Freeman fight because he knew that he had him easily beat. That fight lasted 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
Oh, that's the one where he won by double middle fingers?
Yeah, Freeman had lost that fight 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But he's not wrong about the gas tank, though. And that's the one thing that tomorrow against Curtis we'll have to see hold up.
I hope he doesn't conserve it. I hope he goes right for the KO, bro.
I'm here for it if it does.
Asshole of the week, it's got to be the UFC matchmakers because they took out our co-main event. They took out. I know that they put it in a different card slot, but it kind of lessened this card really. I mean, let's just be honest. They're the asshole of the week for doing that. Next week we might say they're the hero of the week for putting them on there. Mr. Sports IQ, welcome in. I'm gonna remember your fucking name I know exactly who you are, but I just don't tell me. It's not. I always want to say Steve, dude. It's Cage My IQ. What's his name? What's my boy's name? Carlos.
Calvin, Carlos.
He didn't pussy. I stand on that. Come on now. Yeah. Oh, he's repeating what I said. It took me. Come on now. Because I didn't really have much of an argument, so I was just like, come on now. Derek, Dale, dude, it's everything but. I'm saying everything but what his name is. Dennis. It ain't Dennis, is it?
You do know a Dennis. I don't know how we know a Dennis, but we do know a Dennis.
It's
fucking Dylan.
Dylan Dennis. The most common D name. What is the most common D name?
Is it not Dylan?
Dale. Dredrick. Dedrick.
Well, you fucking lost it.
Derek?
I don't know.
If it's Derek, it doesn't feel like your name's Derek. I do not want him to tell me.
Dave?
How can I not think of this? We're
Is
crazy.
it Dave?
David Finley?
David?
That's Dave Finley right there? All right, tell us. We suck. You stumped us. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be doing this to you, homie. Oh, Dan! Fuck, man. You are such a Dan, too. It fits you. Fits you. Well, you're here just in time because we're about to get into the fucking little bit of opinions on who we think's going to win and when, this and that and the other.
Hell yeah.
Where you want to start,
wanna
TJ?
go-
You got control.
Let's go top down. We'll start with the heavyweight and go down the card. Or light heavyweight, whatever. So it's hard for me to pick against Jiri. His only losses in the UFC, I believe, have come against Alex Pereira.
Okay.
So I really, really want to pick Jiri. The thing with Ulberg is that he is that new breed coming through. He is that, city kickboxing next up. He's got the hands. He's got the cardio. So it's hard to pick against both of these guys. I want Jiri to win, though. I think Jiri can hit him with something and put him down, especially because Carlos isn't undefeated. We've seen him lose before. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's an extra step onto that. So yeah, I'm gonna take Jiri. Don't know how. Hopefully knockout. But yeah, I think I got Jiri on this one.
Now we know Ulberg is elite when it comes to his striking. It's proven. He's shown it. He's already. But every time we have somebody that's supposed to be elite striker, and they always say Yuri's kind of got his head left out there. The only, like you said, the only person that's done is Pereira. Is Ulberg as good as Pereira? I don't know. Can he not lose himself in the chaos that fucking Jiri brings? I'm banking on that Yuri's gonna be too fucking unorthodox for somebody like Ulberg, and then he's gonna get caught. I'm saying early knockout, fucking first 2 rounds, fucking Jiri,
Fucking
baby.
hell yeah.
I think
here
that
for that.
Ulberg's gonna be underestimating him. He's gonna be like, yo, all these fucking idiots can't hit him. His head's so hittable. Ulberg's gonna come in cocky. I'm telling you, because he's so good. He's gonna feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't take much for Jiri to capitalize on what you give him either. Like look at how he did Reyes. You know what I mean? Like Reyes made one mistake and Jiri had him against the cage for a good 45 seconds before he landed that spinning elbow. He just had him on his back feet. So yeah, Jiri can capitalize very quickly off of the very minorest of things and just take over from there. And you could be spot on with that.
Yeah, and it's good to agree.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But
next up,
we do say, don't take us wrong. We understand that Ulberg can do this.
Yeah.
We all were talking in the Discord earlier how this is not the best fight card to bet on because it's a lot of 50-50s to a lot of us fight fans who really watch this shit.
Yeah. Even the next one, Azamat and Paulo. I mean, it's not as much 50-50. I think logically Azamat should take it, but the name value Paulo brings is going to make a lot of people bet on him, and I think that's going to go poorly for them. I think Azamat's going to get the takedown early. He's going to have the extra size on Paulo. I think Paulo might be a little bit taller, but Azamat's wider and broader. Take him down, hold him there, and we're going to have a 3-round boring layout. Paulo likes to bring the fight, and like I mentioned earlier, he's got that extra push because of the Brazil stuff behind him. But does that mean he's better, or does that mean he makes more stupid decisions where he shouldn't be throwing? It's kind of, we're gonna see how he plays it out. But I got Azamat decision, easy pick on that one. It just could go Paulo's way, maybe, potentially.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're saying that he can just grapple Paulo, but Paulo definitely has underrated grappling. People forget how good his grappling really is. I mean, every time he's in a grappling exchange, it seems like he really knows what he's doing. Yeah, and Azamat has them explosive hands. I think that this fight's gonna be a striking battle, and if there's any grappling, I don't think it will be much because I think that Costa's coming in with, you said yourself earlier in the podcast, Costa's like pissed. He wants this. Yeah. He's coming for him. So it's like that's playing right into fucking homie's hands. It's like, yeah, come at me. Now I'm gonna counter you fucking all day. he wants Costa to be aggressive. He wants to be able to counter him. So I mean, like,
Working in his favor.
I would have to go with a knockout for fucking Azamat. What was his last name again? Murzakanov.
Murzakanov. People have been telling me all
Murzakanov.
week. People have been telling me all week he's gonna knock Paulo out. I don't think he's gonna knock Paulo out. I think it's even if he doesn't hold him down all 3 rounds, I think he still wins by decision.
I think it's likely he does knock him out too. Even if it's
Hell yeah.
even if it is a TKO, I think it's likely that he stops Costa. Especially you put the fucking icing on the cake for me to definitely say that, because you said he's coming in pissed. He's got something to prove.
First time in a while.
And that's exactly what Connor said. That's the type of shit Connor said to Jose Aldo when he got the quick knockout. I'm gonna steal your fans. All Brazil loves me. You know?
Oh, I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just, you know what? I'm switching up. Just because of that, I hope we get a fucking 10-second knockout. Beat Connor's record.
Proper
Just because
12.
of the whole Russian and Iron thing. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here for that.
All right. Now this fight is the big one, huh?
Yeah, I think we're going to agree on this one too. I got Hokit, whatever. I'm hoping first round knockout. I do see a knockout coming, especially because we were talking earlier. Rampage had asked me, if you're Curtis Blaydes' corner, what do you tell Curtis? I tell him to stand up, but I don't think that's what his corner's telling him.
Yeah, never shoot. That's what I would tell if I'm his corner.
His corner, his camp was probably heavily grappling involved. His camp was probably based around getting Hokit down and wearing him out so that you could either get a late finish or that decision win, and just make him look like I think Curtis wants to prove that Hokit can't back up the talk. I think he wants to prove that once you get Hokit down and out of his wheelhouse of just being sporadic and crazy, that he's just no different than the fucking cab driver that got you to the arena. I think that's what Curtis Blaydes is trying to prove because, well, that's what everybody wants him to prove. But I think Hokit can get it done. I think Hokit knocks him out because Curtis is going to shoot for a wonky takedown. I think Hokit's going to hit him with an uppercut and another double bird knockout. Walking away with the double birds.
As a longtime fan of Curtis Blaydes, I do gotta say that Blaydes has got underrated striking. Really, the problem is that the in between striking and grappling. He'll blindly shoot for a double leg or a single leg. I think it's usually a single leg or something. He kind of just puts his head down and shoots. And for a lot of knockout artists, that's a gimme fucking knockout. That would be my A game if I'm Hokit's fucking side. My A game for fucking Blaydes' side would be to fucking outstrike him MMA until he gets tired. Then take him down. If he gets tired and he can barely move, then you can get on top of him, put him against cage.
And technically, on paper, if you look at their credentials, Hokit is the more decorated wrestler. I think because of the size difference, Blaydes is coming in. I think he weighed in at 265 or 264 or something like that. Hokit's only 233. Hokit even mentioned on the scale. I don't know if you saw that when he was doing his mankind thing. He was like, "I'm so small, I'm tiny. He's gonna hurt me. His elbows. He's got power." So like he acknowledges it. He knows he's smaller, but he's smaller than most of the guys he's fighting. But I don't know. And that's the thing with the Almeida thing too. Almeida is so tall and lengthy. I think that helped.
Yeah, that's why I said. Sorry, I was also reading chat. Now he's saying if Almeida can out grapple Blaydes, Hokit should be able to control Blaydes, but strike smart. And that's why I was saying that if I was fucking Blaydes' team, I would say keep it striking, bro. I said only initiate grappling if you see he's dead tired, but at that point it's to get the finish. Like some fucking massive elbows while he's like falling over.
It'd be really funny if we see Hokit do the whole like rope-a-dope thing, act like he's hurt, and then just fucking wham. Because that's like Curtis gets caught. He gets caught shooting for the takedown, so they catch him. He's catchable.
I'm curious whether we're gonna see a patient Hokit, or if he's gonna come out like a motherfucker. Because either one could work. But either one could fail. Like, it's crazy to say that, but like both of them kind of rely on cardio at the same time too, coming out hot or conserving energy.
Mhm.
Obviously, being more patient would be probably the safest route.
I mean,
Yeah.
if he didn't know before, definitely after his last fight, he's got to know his cardio isn't the best. Because I know I kind of defended him by saying that he was, looking for the finish because he had him beat 2 minutes in, but still, you shouldn't be that gassed by the end of the first round. No matter how, if Max Holloway can throw 300 strikes in a round, you should be able to throw 80.
And Blaydes, he put combos together. Don't sleep on Blaydes, y'all. Against all these strikers he went against, man, there was times that he put on combos, and a lot of times he was ending combos with a leg kick, which I found interesting. For such a big guy, he just was like, whap, 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 and then kick to the leg.
Just setting up that
But
takedown.
I like both of these guys. I won't be mad however it happens. I hope it ain't no fraud check like everybody's assuming it's going to be. I hope it's a real good competitive fight. And really, I guess deep down inside, I am rooting for the new guy. I want to see him go to championship level. It might be if he was to knock out Blaydes tonight or tomorrow night. Sorry, excuse me. And he doesn't get touched. Is that a good enough fucking thing to be able to call out the champion, the heavyweight champion for that fucking card, or is it too late for that?
I think it's too late. That fight's made. I do actually know because of the whole American thing.
Exactly.
I could see, but who do you replace him with though? Because you can't replace Pereira, and then you replace Gone, and then that's like a slap in the face.
Well, then he should at least call to be the he should call to be the backup.
I'm cool with that.
Even though
Definitely cool.
even though they don't have to make weight like that or whatever, it's still a backup in case somebody's injured. Like, hey, I'll be ready. I'll be fight ready.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Especially like that card, dude.
He said
That
there's a
card
log
means
jam, right?
America.
I don't agree. I think that it's nothing but trash, and he could it's easy pickings right now in the heavyweight. He could talk himself into a fucking. Everybody's one fight away at this point in heavyweight. We usually say most people is 2 fight away from a championship if they play their cards right. Fucking heavyweight division is so fucking bullshit that I think everybody's one good fight away. Most people.
Yeah, I'm with Rampage. He gets announced as the fill-in if anything happens, but he gets next if he talks himself into it.
If he fucking beats Blaydes, who would he fucking likely fight next if it's not for if say championship's not happen, they're gonna fight. Like he's saying, it's log jammed. I get it.
The loser. He'd only be able to fight the loser.
No.
And
would he fight somebody else? Is there anybody else? Like, what about did Alexander just fight Volkov?
Volkov would be a good fight. I say don't give it to Acosta.
I think Volkov is next in line too right now, kind of.
Yeah. I mean,
unless he just lost. I can't remember. I felt like he lost the fight recently.
Let me look at it for you. You could do Volkov and Hokit, and then that's a number 1 contender. You could
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, probably. Can he go against somebody of that size?
Volkov is on a 2-fight win streak. He's got to fight against Montez Acosta next on next month's card on 328.
Yeah. And then where the fuck is Walter Walker's fine ass been at?
He's grappling people without legs. I don't think he's around right now.
Nah, he was supposed to fight recently, and I think he pulled out.
Yeah, he did. He got hurt.
Speaking of Walker,
Rampage,
go ahead.
Rampage, I agree with you, but I think the majority of the heavyweight division is a bad matchup for Hokit. I don't think there's a good matchup in the top 10 for him. It's like looking at it on paper and his stats versus their stats right now with what we have so far, he should lose to all these guys. The thing is I think he's one of those people that is able to pull it out of his ass and just take it. That's where,
if he believes his own shit, he could pull it off. Yeah. And right now he does.
You won't hear me talk about how stylistically and technically good Josh Hokit. He's not. He's just one of these guys that can pull it out.
He don't believe his
He has
gimmicks,
a-
but he believes in his skills. And I
Yeah.
do believe that just from the way he fights and the way he plays. But we'll definitely find out tomorrow. Tomorrow is a kind of a fraud check, if you will.
It will be.
If Blaydes like beats him easily, that's he don't deserve any of that gimmick or nothing.
Well, and that could be the time. I don't know if you remember the same season for sure. It might have been the same episode of Contender Series. We had that Asplund guy, Steve Asplund.
Hell
And
yeah.
I think he still hasn't lost yet. He might have lost his last one, but I don't think so. So if Hokit takes the L, then that could be the next heavyweight to watch. That's like on the come up, and you could see him being pushed more.
Well, I think one of them called the other one out.
Oh, he just lost to Petrino, but it was a good fight, I think. And yeah, I think Asplund called out Hokit.
I didn't even know Teixeira was still in the fucking UFC. For some reason, I thought he was gone. I was like, didn't he like shit the bed against somebody real heavy? Was it fucking Derek Lewis? Everybody's like, this guy's gonna kill Lewis.
I
You
think
fucking
so,
lost to him. Can't find my motherfucking lighter.
Yeah, I could see him beating Acosta, I guess, but not recent Acosta, the Acosta of old.
He'll probably get one or two more cans fed to him after if he does beat fucking knowing how this has been going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of Walker versus Reyes.
Hell yeah.
We
This is
kind of
a-
discussed this earlier. What do you think?
I don't know, dude. So so before I started talking to my homies about it, I had Johnny Walker. I thought Johnny could get it done because I do think Reyes is on that downfall. But then everybody in that group chat was like, dude, Dominic Reyes is literally tailor-made to beat Johnny Walker. Like it's the perfect style to beat Johnny Walker. So that kind of put a question in my head. But I think I still got to go with Johnny, dude. I think Johnny's going to pull some shit off, hit him with the spinning wheel kick, hit him with a fucking flying tornado kick or some shit. I don't know. I just, it's not that I don't think Reyes was good. I don't think Reyes is good now.
I would say I had a similar conversation with myself, but I feel a little bit different. So, like, as far as Reyes, I think that he's still good. I think that he might have been overrated by fans before because of how well he did against Jones, myself personally. But Walker, everything about these two you just said, like I said, I agree with. Especially that he's tailored me for Walker. So is Ulberg. These guys are goofy, man. They're unorthodox. Sometimes the guys that should beat them just don't, you know? And the main thing that swayed my decision, because I was so 50-50 with these two, the main thing is just the momentum. Walker's coming off a dub. Reyes coming off a L. I got to give it. Walker's probably going to come in with more momentum. And then after it was all said and done, I saw that Walker interview, like where he was kind of just hyping the fight up. And I said, you know what? Definitely. He's going to knock him out. It ain't going to be no crazy, like, battle, like, whatever. He's going to knock his ass out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're in agreement there too, I think. Hell yeah. It's one of these cards, man. It's the fan favorites, right? Johnny Walker. Hokit's kind of the opposite of the fan favorite, but Jiri.
Now, we already kind of did a full breakdown of Swanson versus Landwehr. And that's still main card, right? Or am I crazy?
Yep. There's two more main card fights. This one and the
and Pico.
one. Yeah.
Fucking. You said Swanson announced this is his last fight. What do you think? Your little final say on this whole deal?
I'm gonna give it to Cub. I do think this is a fight that, like, the Cub that we're used to should beat Nate Landwehr, and I think that's what we're gonna get. I don't think Cub's looked that bad recently. Obviously not peak Cub Swanson, but he hasn't looked horrible. He just beat Billy Quarantillo, so
yeah,
I think I'm gonna give it to Cub. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Cub, but I do expect a brawl. I don't think Cub's gonna go out the easy way like Chiesa did last week with that quick choke. I think Cub's gonna 2 or 3 round brawl. Both guys are bleeding and swollen and can't get the pizza slice they want afterwards type shit.
Yeah. And just to touch on what Dan said, he said Reyes with KO. I respect it. I could see that happening too. And anytime you get knocked out by Corey Sanders, you already know that he's definitely easy to knock out in ways.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say this, and I completely agree with you there, Dan, on Cub versus Landwehr. I think that Landwehr is too tough for his own good, man. He's too willing to take the damage, so he's definitely gonna lose a decision because he's too willing to get hit. And then I don't know if Cub really he's that tough that I don't know if Cub's gonna knock him out or TKO him. But I would say that it's a safe bet to say decision win for Cub, but also you might want to go on some submission shit. He might sub him, but I would say more than likely a decision, just piecing him up, kind of just outstriking him, outsmarting him in the feet.
Hell yeah. Shout out Cub Swanson. Like I said earlier, the last WEC fighter active on the main roster or on the UFC roster.
So this next fight is the first fight on the card or on the main card?
Yep. Yeah, the Pitbull and Pico.
When I first seen this, whenever it got announced or whenever we saw it and shit week ago, I thought it was funny because it's like they're just taking all their old guys and giving them hard matchups. And now they're having them fight each other.
Yeah.
And you know, how do you feel about this fight?
I mean, as someone who has been waiting years to watch these two fight, I'm super excited for it. Especially since Pitbull has gotten a win since being in the UFC now. I was worried that the Pitbull that I was used to seeing in Bellator was dead and gone. But I'm glad he was able to beat Ige. Pico, I still got hope for Pico too. Something Rampage said earlier kind of clicked, and you know he's right. It might have been you. Pitbull's been really grappling heavy since his came back and won. So
yeah,
it's still not the Pitbull that I'm used to, but him as a person is there, like the vibe. So I think it should be good. I think Pico gets the knockout though. If I'm being real, I think Patricio is just a little bit too old. He can get it done, but I don't know. I think Pico gets it done.
yeah.
I mean, he's only lost to fucking Lerone Murphy, who is next up for the title shot or just had the title shot.
You know,
yeah.
When I'll be the first to admit I never was a big Bellator guy. I watched a few of the matches, but it was usually like, you know, the huge names and shit. I don't even remember if it was Bellator, but like Ken Shamrock and a few other random names like that. I watched a lot of that early big Bellator shit. And then, so I mean, I heard about these guys, but I never really watched them like that. And I know that Pico, everybody was big on him, saying he'd probably go to the UFC one day real soon. When he first broke into the Bellator, everybody was saying that he should be ready for the UFC. And I think the Pitbull brothers, ain't they two brothers, right?
Yeah, Patricio and Patricky.
Yeah. So everybody knew they was the tightest motherfuckers in Bellator.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give these guys hard matchups right away. But you know what? They getting in there with the Sharks. They gave them respectable matches. You know, these guys are big names from another company. You're going to get a big name in this company. But now I think this might be loser might motherfucking get a big, you know, fuck you. Maybe not like fire him, but maybe just really not give a fuck about him anymore.
They get put on the prelim for MVP cards.
Yeah, I think Mr. Sports IQ's all Pitbull. And he said that this is a rematch, which I wasn't aware. That's another thing I was about to get into. I almost forgot. And he said that so does Pitbull. So Pitbull won the first time.
Wait, have they fought? I don't think they fought.
He said this is a rematch. Mr. Sports IQ does not make mistakes.
No, I don't think they fought. That's what I said. This is a fight they should have put together 5 years ago, and then Bellator never made it happen.
It never happened.
No, it's never happened.
Oh, matchup, not rematch. Okay. You had me fucked up. I was like, damn, I didn't know they fought before. I didn't know that. I was like, that's why I was getting into never being a big Bellator guy. So I don't really. So when I looked at this match, I just kind of looked at it stats for stats and like what I kind of seen from both of them, and I was leaning fucking Pitbull myself, right? But then when I saw the age, that made me completely change my mind. I said, "There's too much of an age gap here." I said, "Pitbull's too old, bro. I don't think he's gonna keep up with the youth." But Sports IQ, you're gonna disagree with us there, and that's okay. I'll fuck with it. Any other fights you want to talk about? I mean, there's plenty of definite fights to talk about.
Yeah, so I have two that I just want to hear your piece on.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of curious about it. Kelvin Gastelum and Vicente Luque. Who do you think takes that and how?
Okay, so I think both of these guys should be retired already. And I, like you were saying, that Kelvin, that was one thing I was going to mention. I think I fucked up in my head and forgot. But you said, "Oh, I want to," like we'll probably see Kelvin retire in like maybe 2 or 3 matches or whatever you said. Same thing for Luque, bro.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's already retired before, and I'm pretty sure Kelvin's already retired before.
I think so.
I'm not even like, I say that a lot, but I'm serious. These guys retire fucking all the time.
Yeah,
but
it's not looking good for either of them.
Between the two of them, I think that Kelvin Gastelum's a better fighter, but I don't know. Like, they're around the same age, but I think maybe Kelvin's a little bit more older and with wear and tear.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's more of a shell of himself than what Luque is.
See, the thing with Kelvin is that he realized that the Izzy fight took a lot out of him health wise, and he's kind of changed his style to cater to that. And it's been working for. I mean, it's a hit or miss, but
you have to. You know what I mean? Like, either that or leave.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Vicente Luque, I can't really pinpoint which fight it was, but at a certain point, you could see that the chin just wasn't really as steady as it once was. Like where early in his career, he was having 3-round wars with people. There's one. Oh, what fight was it? I'm looking at this thing right now. I think it might
to me, he honestly seems less committed as a training.
Yeah,
but I mean that could be complete bullshit. You're saying based on the way he's been fighting, it just seems like there's less of a real commitment there.
The Brian Barberena fight. That is a fight that Vicente could not survive. Like, he would have lost that fight if it was a Vicente of now. He would have been knocked out, either knocked out or TKO'd or whatever. So I think he's just not. I think he's farther over the hill than what Kelvin is in the longevity of things. So yeah,
really,
you both have Kelvin. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried that Kelvin might be more weathered. I'm worried. I'm worried it might be. I'm worried it might be the other way around. I guess that's what the factor is. Who's still got it compared to the two? Neither one really got it. Yeah. Neither one's about to do a fucking title run. Yeah.
The second fight, the Kevin Holland fight, Kevin Holland and Randy Brown.
Oh yeah, of course.
Only reason I bring that up is because it's loudmouth. You got to talk about Kevin Holland when he's on one of these cards. He's made it very known that he's only here to make the money, have some fun fights, and get the fuck out. And I think the opportunity with Randy Brown is definitely there to have a fun fight.
I like Dan with the Kevin Holland all day by sub.
Hell yeah.
Did you want to speak your piece? You want me to go?
I don't know who's gonna win this fight. As much as I want to say Holland, there's been Holland's just not consistent enough. We say it every time whenever he fights. Sometimes he shows up, and sometimes he shows up for the paycheck. And based off of his recent Facebook postings, it seems like this one's just for the paycheck. He's already talking about buying more horses and setting up a larger fence, and like he's already spending his money. Whereas Randy Brown, I think, still wants some competition.
Randy Brown has done very well, and he does well, and especially in the striking department. But he's always the taller, lankier guy. Yeah. He don't have that in this match. Yeah. I mean, he might be able to utilize, like, his leg length might be longer than his. I haven't seen them stand up next to each other, but like he always being able to use his length and height against people. That's where Randy excels, I feel. And he don't have that against Holland. So I would guess that Holland's going to do what Holland does. Probably just win a decision, though. But, I mean, if he wins by submission, that'd be tight.
I think it's going to be a fun fight. Like either way.
He says Randy's
They're,
training with Joe Pyfer.
Randy and Holland are the same height, but Holland has a 3-inch reach advantage.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is,
what I'm saying.
We've seen that a lot recently.
But
Weird.
but they don't factor in your leg length. That's one thing Randy
Yeah.
Brown does have. He has really long legs, or at least on his own body. It seems like they should do leg reach. That'd be cool to know.
It would be. I'm actually down for that. I think at least Karate Combat should implement that because they're the one like it's kickboxing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Karate.
Let me see.
Kickboxing rule.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, Holland and Brown would have been my don't miss that prelim fight, obviously.
Yeah. I either have Holland and Brown or the other one we talked about, Kelvin and Vicente. Vicente was one of those guys early on when he fought Brian. I was like, okay, I'm on this guy. Like, I like him. I've watched every fight since then, so I want him to deliver. I think this fight we're gonna get a finish at least. Whether it's we're gonna see which one has more damage, and they're gonna go down from the damage. What's the line?
I think Suarez is gonna take that an easy decision. Yeah. Dan, that's probably true. That's a safe lock right there. That Suarez is probably gonna take that one. How do you feel, TJ? Anybody? Rampage? Who you got? Suarez or fucking Josh? You guys know who Loopy is?
I'm biased. Loopy reps Canada, so like, you want her to win, you know. Looking at the resume though, Suarez is definitely the better fighter, I think.
Well, stylistically,
But
Loopy just kind of accepts aggression. Like she doesn't counter it. She just takes it. Don't you feel that way, or am I crazy?
yeah, no, there's definitely been moments in her fights where she's just accepted a beating.
Yeah, like
There's been times
she'll
she's come
take.
back from it though.
Yeah, Loopy pisses you off. I'm the same way where it feels like she'll just let people take the position and just stay there. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do? You're a grappler, grapple. Do something. And then somehow she might win somehow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's gonna win. Rear naked choke, second round. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
And
I'm calling it now. Decision Suarez. Just dominant fucking 3-rounder, just so her whipping her ass on the feet and on the ground. Like a wrestler, you know? GSP that bit.
do that so she can get the rear naked choke in the second round. That's exactly what I need to happen. Loopy's gonna reverse some shit, end up on her back. Boom. Game over.
Who's Gamrot fighting? What's that guy's name?
Esteban Ribovic.
You got Ribovic or Gamrot?
I said it early. No, I didn't. It all depends on what Gamrot shows up. Gamrot just had his first loss via finish. So is he going to come back and scared to get finished, or is he going to come back and, you know, come back stronger? Doesn't give a fuck. He got finished. He got tapped out. Whatever. Is he going to come back and just still throw balls to the wall? We'll see. If he doesn't, if he comes back strong and he comes back like the old Gamrot, he should destroy Ribovic. But Ribovic is on a tear as well. He just beat Brenner. Lost to Nasrat though. Yeah, no, fuck that. I got Gamrot.
Yeah, I'm big on Gamrot. I always think that he hasn't shown his full potential, but the thing is it getting too late to show your full potential. I always feel like he's kind of like not really shined the way he really can. He's very well rounded.
Yeah,
he's game in a lot of places.
There was a time where I put Gamrot and Sarukian in the same kind of like category, where they were like, they're both one fight away from deserving the title shot, kind of category.
I thought it was clear that Medeiros is going to get the dub. What about you?
So I said this. I remember Chris Padilla's name, but I don't remember that face, and I can't tell if it's because on Typology he's got the big afro up and he probably fights in a different hair.
You got me looking it
but
up.
I remember being high on Padilla when I watched him fight the name. And I'm looking at Rongju, Jai Herbert, Ismail. So like he's got to be good if I remember his name. It's just that face is fucking me up, dude. Like I don't recognize him at all. Medeiros though, what's he got? Beat Austin Hubbard. A lot of pullouts, a lot of canceled fights.
Oh, it looks like Tapology. Everybody's going Padilla.
Yeah, I think I might, just looking it over quickly on Tapology, I think I got to side with Padilla on this one. He's got a bit better of a resume. And the pullouts look really weird on Markel's side. It doesn't say who it's from, but it's like consistent.
So is this like this is in a way a contender series guy in a step up of competition? Because like if you look at it, a lot of names in a way like Austin Hubbard and stuff. Come on now, but
Yeah.
if they're giving it to him, man, I mean, for some reason I thought I saw when I saw 17-6, I didn't look at his fights and I'm like, same as you. I was like, name seems familiar, but I don't know this fucking weirdo. He looks weird. He looks weird as hell, boy.
He got a very weird face, and the hair does not work. No disrespect at all. It's just
There's a reason why he's a fighter and not a model.
Yeah, but with a face like that, I feel like I would remember him. Like, you know what I mean? And again, no disrespect. It's just I should remember you. But then you look at his thing, and it's like doctor stoppage, split decision, ground and pound.
And you got Prado over Racky?
Only because it's like
this guy's lost 4 out of his last 5 fights.
Yeah, well, he's gonna win 2 out of his next 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm saying.
Even Mr. Sports IQ out here saying Prado by knockout. I figured I would side with Reiki or Racky. How you say his fucking name?
Yeah, I think it's Radke. I don't know. It's a personal hatred for me. I don't know what IQ's reason is, but when Charles fought Mike Malott, he was talking shit on Canada. He was flipping us off, nothing but disrespectful. So I said I would always cheer against this man.
Oh shit! Look at the age of that too. 23 versus 35. All right, I see it. Prado by fucking knockout, glass chin. Now I'm excited to see this fight. Yeah, okay, I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down, Dan.
It's not glass chin, but he's still a bitch. That's my take on it. Fuck that dude.
Chuck Palumbo, or whatever his name is. Chuck Buffalo. Buffalo Soldier.
So I did this last week, and I kind of liked it. There's a bunch of canceled and fizzled out bouts. So do you want me to go down the list real quick of like the big ones?
Yeah, hit us with it.
I'm just gonna go big names because there's like 6 fights here. Kyle Dawkins was originally supposed to fight Vicente. If that were to happen, I definitely have Dawkins taking up Vicente, especially on that recent run.
Yeah.
And then the obvious one, Van versus Tyra, that got moved to next week. And then Markel, his original opponent was Nazim Sadikov. I think he's Armenian. No, Azerbaijan, but he fights out of New York. He just lost to Faraz Ziam, but he was on a little bit of a tear before that. So that I think Nazim would have taken that if that fight came through. And then who's Markel fighting again? Chris Padilla. Yeah, I think Nazim probably would have taken that.
All right. Now, if this fight was happening this week, who would you take?
Which one?
The co-main, the old co-main event. Yeah, I take the Asian knockout.
Because of how heavy I ran with Van when he was when that last fight was supposed to happen, or did happen, but went the way that it did. I feel like I have to run with Van. I do. Tyra does scare me though. Tyra scares me more than Pantoja did, I think. And the fact that whether I know you said the matchmakers pulled this fight, and that could be the way it went because they said it was an undisclosed injury, but allegedly Van got injured. And if that is true, then Tyra, I think, still has the upper edge because he's not going to heal 100% whatever it was in a month. There's still going to be that rumblings.
Yeah. And I kept saying next week. I knew it was the next fucking big card.
Yeah.
Fucking just realized that I was like, hold up. I kept saying next week. That's bullshit. I don't believe it.
It's pretty close on Tapology. 56 Van, 44 Tyra.
Tyra Banks?
Yep,
Hell yeah.
that's the one.
What we thinking? You got any more for me? What we got to talk about here? Let's see.
Uh,
I think if I had to choose one that I thought was a for sure win, my closest would be Gamrot to me. But that's just stylistically. I really feel like he's good in wherever the fight goes.
what do I have for my for sure?
That was kind of hard though in this fight card.
I think I'm gonna put mine on Cub. I don't see. I haven't
Yeah.
envisioned a way that Cub loses.
I'm worried Cub's
I know
old,
it's
especially
possible,
since his
but-
last fight. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, you're good. You're good. Cub is old, but he's been like, oh, it's been 2 years. I thought that's been 2 years. Holy shit. Yeah, I still got Cub. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck
It's
it.
your job. Right. Put him out. You think? Okay, actually, I do have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
So Cub coming back after 2 years. I know there was somebody else, I can't remember off the top of my head right now, came back after a good long layoff. Do you think it's so that they get the video package? Like the UFC has started doing this new video package thing. So do you think they're like, hey, come take one more. We want to do a cool send off for you? Because I think you were right with Cub retiring, or at least like being done. Because it's his last fight with Billy was in December of 24.
I would guess that that's more of Cub winning that than the UFC. Because, like, yeah, what the fuck do they care? Maybe they want. I mean, maybe they're really trying to symbolize out with the old, but I doubt they really are thinking that artistically about it.
It does online. It does a lot of good numbers. Like on Instagram and stuff, people will watch the video. So maybe that way. But no, you're probably right. Because recently they've been showing they don't really give a fuck.
Sorry.
You're good. Was that
Yeah, I'm gonna
the
see
game
what I
bridge you
can
got
do.
pulled up?
Yeah, give me a sec. I got you.
Oh yeah.
Webcam, no. Nah, this one section. Pull out this one. Copy. Podcast. Paste. What the fuck? I just pasted that twice. What you got for me?
What you got for me?
You're supposed to be helping me out while I do this.
Yeah, I think we're switching over to Game Bread. There should be some fun fights on there.
Okay.
Let me get the card pulled up real quick. Is that what you were doing?
I was trying to copy it, but it won't let me. I wonder why.
Let me see here. I know. So Chase Sherman, Anthony Smith main event should be a good fight. It's a huge step down for Smith, but at the same time, it's kind of what he needed. But Chase Sherman's been on a tear on that kind of scene. He's been bouncing around. He goes BKFC. He goes Dirty Boxing. He's on a 2-fight streak right now. But look at where it was. Tim Johnson, who is next up for the BKFC belt, and then it's a custom rules fight. Whatever the fuck that means. He was supposed to fight Greg Hardy. I didn't know that. He was supposed to fight Greg Hardy on Game Bread, and then he went and lost to Maurice Green, the crochet guy. Rafael Alves is fighting in the co-main event against Anthony Njokuani. I don't know if there's any relation there. Thiago Santos, Charles Rosa, Alex Nicholson. He never made it to the UFC, I don't think, or he may have, like, for one fight early on, but he popped for steroids, I think, in Bellator, so he's been kind of outlawed in those big promotions. But he's this, like, big fucking heavyweight dude who's clearly roided up and is just constantly going off of roid rage. So he's really fun to watch. He's fighting some guy named Joel Bauman. And then I think that's about where we're at on the card. Landon Quinones, ex-UFC guy too, I think. It's a good card. I think Jorge having a good relationship with the UFC like he does kind of is an easy in for them.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get some volume on it a bit. Well, I mean, I don't know if we want to end the podcast, but I wanted to pull this up real quick. Do you think we should cap it off here? Say we'll talk
Yeah.
talk to you next
Yeah.
time. We'll talk about the fights, how they happen, what's going on, what do we
Hell
think is
yeah.
going to happen with all this shit, what happened with the UFC. But make sure you catch me live whenever I'm live and join the Discord if you'd like. We're gonna end her here and we're gonna watch this all together in Discord. So appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah.